Um. Alright, yeah, so we were playing this level yesterday. And now we'll play it today. If you're wondering, I ate. Leftover pizza. It kind of has like partial laps. You don't really do the same exact circuit over again, but you like repeat certain sections. Who should you believe? It's up to you. Just know that I am the arbiter of truth. My word is law. Odd Wolf was going to compete, but he cannot attend the event. So that Riley C is taking his place. Z, I forgot. Ridiculous, dude. What the heck? Hello, Dr. Skit.
Just checking to see if you're feeling random pains for no reason, since you're so much older now. I am Turok 2 and Turok 3.
Mr. Jason, thank you for the 16-month resub. 16 in a row. And sometimes I sneeze and then my back hurts. What are you doing? Yeah, the most uncleared are in a Symbiu. What is the best kind of taco? A Taco Bell soft taco. How old are you now? Yeah, it does exist in Australia, but it's very different. Why am I like this? Quesadilla? The heck is that? What was beaten? I had Sombrero finally. I don't like it. I don't not like it, but it's not great. It's like Chipotle, but not good. What are you doing? Here's the thing about Taco Bell. I've had this conversation so many times on stream. Taco Bell is not Mexican, nor is it Tex-Mex. Taco Bell is just American food. And it's delicious. Do I like to practice Santeria? Yes. You think Taco Bell's actual Mexican food? Death Clock and Baby Metal. Interesting. I love that collab, Baby Metal and Bring Me the Horizon did. Kingslayer, destroying castles in the sky. Kingslayer. Horse. 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 There's also Death Clock in Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. I don't know where I was supposed to go here. I feel like I did it wrong. No. You could seriously change the meaning of the song Santeria by just removing one word from each line. I practice Santeria. I got a crystal ball. Well, I had $1, I spend it all. Thunder Horse, Thunder Horse, Thunder Horse. Don't practice Santeria, don't have a crystal ball. BBT. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Welcome. We're playing difficult uncleared level in Mario Maker 2. Did they have a crystal ball physics? Sacrifice chickens? Hopefully they at least ate them. That would be wasteful. What, Metalocalypse? I hated that show. I think I'm meant to go down here. And then... here? Yeah, okay. Congested level. This level needs mucinex. This is fine. Probably too slow, but not like I was gonna beat the level anyway. That's fake news. So that block is just there as a trap if you were to hit it. Yeah, I've never been this far. Oh! What the heck? Was that supposed to be a triple jump, or is there like a power-up I missed? Just open my little program real quick. Oh my god, this level's a maze. Where was I? There's literally no way to keep the mushroom. There's a saw blocking the entire path. It's rebuilding time. Super Mario Maker, Mario Maker, Mario Maker, Mario Maker. Show you the clear time. 5 minutes, 57.867 seconds. Okay.
Here we go. Ha! Ha! Oh.
Alright, now, how do you do this?
Here we go. Ha! Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ha! Oh. Here we go. Oh.
I don't know how to do this.
Here we go. Ha! Oh.
Chat, I need to take a quick break, so I will be right back. It's gonna play some ads, help support the stream. Feel free to take a break yourself. Be right back. In the lead, let's go. Not in the lead, let's go. Abort! Abort mission. Well, at least I know there's a Bowser Jr., so, Luigi's gonna die to it, which is good for me. Oh, shoot. Don't die, Toad! Don't miss. Don't get killed, Toad! Oh, you got killed! That's unfortunate. Oh, that's unfortunate. I can't get it. I don't know why. Oh, thank God. Alright. That took so much longer than it should have, but we beat it, yes. Oh, 1 frame off world record? Come on. Yo! Got it! Dude, that level's tough. Thank you for the 64 bits. Dude, that was an awesome level. That should have not gone the way it did.
Oh.
No, I didn't do it blind. There's also practice doors to help learn the level, which is actually really nice, because this would have taken forever without those. Alright.
Here we go.
Man, this doesn't seem possible.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh. Here we go. Oh. Here we go. Oh.
Pog! It worked.
Here we go.
Thank you, Emilia. This level's at least more interesting than that 500-second one, so it's still hard to focus for this long, but this one's a bit more tight on some of the tricks, so you gotta pay attention. Right, I figured it out. Oh. I should just spin jump down there, I think. Make it easier. Wait, Aura is also playing this game? No way. Dang it. Alright, focus. I mean, I one-shot a lot of this level blind yesterday, so I don't think this one will be all that bad to do. Hopefully. Oh, that was almost a disaster. I don't understand this section, though. It's kind of pointless. One crucial difference there, though, Darren Rich. I'm actually bald. Oh, down here. That part's confusing. What is happening? Oh my god, that was so chaotic. Our yikes. Shoot.
Ahoy, older Thab in chat.
Quite. Thank you for the 27-month resub with Prime Gaming. I appreciate it. Wonder if there's ever been like an insanely long speedrun like this that actually has a tight timer. Like, in an optimal run, maybe a quarter of a second leeway. Are you stream from US? I stream from Oz. Fake ones, what the heck? God. No chance, Brigida. Odds are 0. How is Thab's journey to 2019? He's currently playing a 2023 level. You have been clickbaited, quite successfully, I might add. Is this even live? I don't know. There's no way for you to know. How do you know that you're not a paid actor? Timed to type a message at this exact moment, knowing that I'll respond to it. There's no way for you to know. Maybe all those things are true. How do you know I'm not John Francis Daly? Trust me, bro. But I lie to you. Alright, we're at the scary part. Wait, not quite yet. Okay, now we're at the scary part. I didn't know what was happening. Well, okay. We got the knowledge now. I have a clear on... I think I beat 2 Amelia levels. I could probably beat more, but they're hard. I think one of them I got first clear. What a crazy level. Surely to be a moment when we beat it, right? Yeah, I beat Hoagie's intellectual property or whatever. That one's actually so hard. Chat, would you beat this level for 67 cents? No, what do you mean no? Wow, what was that? How much ad revenue? I actually don't know how much I'm getting. I need to wait until I've streamed 171 hours this month to get a true feeling for it, because they changed it heavily this month. What the heck? Jojo Corn, thank you for 67 bits. I appreciate it. That part's so annoying. No, I beat some of your Maker 2 levels. Dang it. Hello, Riker1. What is happening? God, why is this part so weird? It is uncleared. It's also unclear how I'll beat this.
Oh.
There's no way I would have played that. I also beat Hoagie's Intellectual Property. I think that's what it was called. With the 4 question mark blocks with pals in them. This one was a nighttime swamp level. Nighttime forest. I don't know, Moist Chungus 420. Who is? This creator had a level from the 13th. Moist critical. Alright. Got a decent run going. How am I gonna mess it up? That's how good I am, Riker. Scary part. Oh god, what now? Oh god, okay. Come on. That sucked a lot. This level's not from back in the day, it's from like 3 weeks ago. I don't think it's very tight. The creator had 3 seconds. In their 500-second level, they had half a second left, and I finished with 18 left, so... Hopefully this one's not even slightly tight. Like, I'm doing a bunch of optimizations throughout that they probably didn't do, but maybe they did. Oops. See, like that optimization, missing the spring. You'd think it would be slower, and that's because it is. Yeah, this is this creator's last level. So, like, I cancel my ground pound there so that I don't stick to the ground and get stunned briefly. A small time save. What happened to that moist chungus guy? Never answered the question. They were a first-time chatter, I was curious. Whoa! Whoa! Help! I need out of here. Okay, yes. Oh my god. I played Angry Birds for the first time on one of my flights coming here. I don't know if it was official Angry Birds. It's not a bad game. I can see how it caught on. Like, as far as mobile games go, that one's decent. It's like actually a game and not predatory loot crate. You don't really even do anything. Like, it's actually just a game you play. I don't know, maybe Angry Birds does have microtransactions somehow. Dude, you do too need skill. I was getting wrecked by that game. There's this one level and I like could barely even beat it. And I'm like, I don't see how you get 3 stars. There's no shot. It was so hard. Scary part. Okay, what was through? Oh, right, the cloud part. Oh my god. Okay, crouch jump there.
Oh.
I don't know, what are some good mobile games? If the game contains predatory loot boxes and all that, it's by default bad. Like, Fruit Ninja, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Cut the Rope, I think I've played that. I played a game that I remember liking that was like... It was like a platformer, and the way you jumped up, it auto-jumped, and you drew the platforms under your character. I like that game. Pocket planes. I mean, I think microtransactions in general are fine. I mean, predatory ones, like... You can't play anymore unless you pay $5. Like, unlock more plays. Like, what's that game? Candy Crush? Candy Crush messaged her. Like, yeah, I don't mind having cosmetics that you can purchase. Like, the problem to me is loot crates. Like, it's literally gambling. I think it might be regulated in Europe now as, like, a form of gambling. I think it wasn't initially, but I think Europe was the first place to pass laws regulating it. I know there was a big lawsuit recently with RuneScape in the UK due to gambling in the game. It's kind of sad. There was some kid Minecraft YouTuber. He had like over 1 million subs, so he had an insane amount of money, and he was only like 14. He got addicted to gambling from RuneScape. And he spent like $50,000 on gambling in RuneScape. Like, that's why I won't do... That's why I don't want to take gambling sponsorships. Oh my god, I forgot what I was doing. Because, like, most of the people watching me are adults, and, like, if you're watching and you get into gambling because of me, it's like, well, that sucks. But, I don't know, you made a conscious decision. There are kids watching, and if the kid does it, then that's my fault. That needs to be a triple jump. And then a wall jump. Dang it.
Oh.
Well, it was $50,000 at the time he decided, dang, I should probably seek help. Like, it could have been way worse. Well, yeah, if a kid gambles and makes millions, I expect a cut, you know? I don't know, if that happened, then hopefully, they have somebody responsible in their life to get them to not do something stupid. Pacific time? Nobody cares. It's Eastern time. They tell you what time a new TV show's coming on, they list it in Eastern. They used to also list it in Central for some reason. I always thought that was weird. Yeah, but what if you're in the mood for carrots? That being said, I've never been offered a sponsorship for, like, literal gambling. But I get plenty of stuff for, like, Raid Shadow Legends, which is a very predatory game. God. I'm sure you can play it for free, but probably people who actively play it don't play for free. I also have a vested interest in games like that doing poorly anyway. If games like that succeed and are successful, more companies will want to make them, and then that means they won't be making good games. So it's like, I don't know, it's counterintuitive. I would be contributing to making gaming worse. Like, what if From Software is like, you know what? Look how successful Genshin Impact is. We're done with the Souls games. What Konami did. You'd say they'd never do that. Konami basically did the same thing. I can't understand Square's thought process, because they were talking about NFTs a long time ago, and then, like, everybody's like, please don't do this. They were very vocal, please don't get into NFTs. And they talked about it again. And then the NFT market completely crashed, like, so bad, like, it lost so much value. And Square's like, huh, I guess this is a good time to announce we're investing $300 million into NFT research. I just don't get it. I feel like NFTs are just one of the things that an extreme majority of people all hate. Yeah, it was 300 million, and they say, oh, this won't affect, you know, all these other titles. But it does, because that 300 million could have been distributed to those titles. Like it does affect them. Honestly, I feel like Square started getting worse when they became, I guess, Enix used to be a company. They merged with Enix. They're trying to sell NFTs. I keep getting these emails from some company that's like, join our new beta test program to like monetize your channel. You don't get paid, but you will get one of our Tiny Viking exclusive NFTs. I'm like, this is the biggest load of trash I've ever seen. I hope 0 people respond. I don't know what it looks like. Maybe it's in that same art style. See you at Kando TV. I remember, I forgot what it was. I think it got taken down by Nintendo. I can't remember, but somebody made a clone of, I don't know if it was Maker 1 or Maker 2. And they were talking about, like, we won't have our stuff. Like, basically, it's not restricted to Nintendo, blah, blah. I was like, oh, that sounds cool. And then, like, it was one of those play-to-earn games or whatever, like, littered with NFTs. I was just like, this is stupid. Like, they just stole Mario Maker. And put NFTs on it and say, this is my original creation. I'm very excited for Dr. Disrespect's NFT game to fail too. It will be a good day. Okay, cloud section.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Thoughts on Ronaldinho? He's a gangster. Like, I don't know. Apparently before streaming he used to be, I don't know where he worked, but he worked as a level designer at some gaming studio. But it's like, I feel like he would know how to make a decent shooter, and instead he's making an NFT game. He's got some experience in game dev. Is working for Activision. I'm not saying he's an expert, I'm saying he at least knows some stuff. Like, he's seen the workflow, all that. He's probably familiar with, wow, making a game is actually really hard. I don't know what I'm saying. I saw that Shroud is making a shooter with somebody. Maybe his game will be good. Although he's so good at shooters, his game might, like, be way too try-hardy. End up not being fun to a generic player. Like, if you played You sent sent Grand Poo World 2 to some random person. They're gonna hate it. It's way too hard, but I love it. Scary part. Scary part conquered. Cloud part. Cloud part conquered. Ah. I need to catch that. It's kind of a weird setup, though. Yeah, this is a triple jump, and then there's a wall jump. Oh god, now what is happening? Oh my god, okay, I did it right. I did it, okay. Oh, where am I going? Here? This is the start. Where do I go? No! Is this right? Oh, I could have gone through here. Oh my god.
Oh.
Well, now we know. Yeah, I gotta go through that spike area next. Non-brand affiliated cola. Nice. The heck? I still don't really know what I did once I grabbed that other shellnet. I, like, fell through the spikes somehow. Hopefully I can recreate it. That's so dumb. If you hit the top spring, it considers you standing on the bottom one and you lose your spin jump. Strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper. I don't think I would like... Well, I don't even like normal Dr. Pepper. Tastes like a headache. I don't know if that makes sense. It's prune flavored? What the heck? thought it was non-brand affiliated Jimmy T.
Oh.
I started lowering the Oh my god, spikes are so dumb. Chat, I need to take a quick break, so I will be right back. It's gonna play some ads, which helps support the stream. Feel free to take a break yourself. Be right back. One, two, three, four, five, six.
Here we are staring at the same side of the sun again.
You're kidding me. How was that not it? How is that not it? I need an official review. What the heck? Hold on, hold on. Oh, it's not looking good. He's pretty low. Wait, the twirl. No! No! Dude, it's so close. Oh my goodness. Dude, it was so close. Like one frame. That was quick. Okay, we're done.
You made it.
World record. Too far to the right there. It didn't count me as to the left of the one way. We're almost there. We're getting there kind of often now. Yo, Shy City, host. Now that you're here, you'll never be favored again. How was your stream? Will he clear that level? The world may never know. Because if you have the propeller hat, you cannot twirl. If you press Z, you'll propel up. So by bonking the bumper, you're no longer in that state. Now you can wall jump and twirl. But if you ever touch the ground, back to the propeller state you go. And then at the very end, you have to have a propeller hat to win. So you can just beat the level without even getting the propeller hat, but at the very, very end, you can't get to the goal. God, what the heck was that? Joystick is the way to play, Brujita. Sooner you realize that, sooner you'll be the greatest gamer ever. Can you retrain your fingers? I don't know. It's up to you. You got what it takes. I've never played Breath of the Wild, no. Never been super into Zelda. I mean, I'm not like against it, but... Dead. God. Mario Maker 1 NSMBU is the most in-depth with its mechanics. What on earth? I haven't watched CFG in ages. Pretty sure he streams while I'm asleep here. Or at least while I'm streaming or asleep. I'm not as into the Ocarina of Time randomizer as I am the speedrun. Like I don't understand the game well enough to follow a randomizer well. I'm sure if I sat there and watched randomizers forever, I would, but I just don't want to. I wonder how he and all the other speedrun creators are going to do now that CLG is disbanded. They should randomize more than just items. He randomizes everything possible. He doesn't even use logic, so sometimes it's impossible for him to win. Like, he's got it where you can, like, destroy a thing of grass and a Skulltula can come out. Or maybe you find the hammer, I don't know. I hope he goes back to the speedrun. It feels weird seeing ZFG not in first place. It's wrong. Scary part. Honestly, it's not that scary. That setup works really well. Cloud part. Hey, there we go. That was clean. Ah, so you just hold right, I see. Oh my god! Go over this. Dude, Zaglemic used to pull in like 20,000 viewers. It's like insane to think about. He didn't even talk, he just played. God, just go. What are you doing? Honestly, I have no idea how I found Twitch. I was watching Siglemic, but like, I don't know how that came to be a thing. God! Stupid death, so annoying. Yeah, they still do that. There was very recently a new thing figured out, though. It made the ending a lot easier and consistent. So it's like less cool. Yeah, I knew about Siglemic before I even knew about GDQ. This would have been like 2012, maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They do fight Goma. No, GDQ existed. GDQ's very old. I think 2009. Yeah, they still fight Goma and warp to killing Ganondorf, but they found a way to get from there to Ganon really easily. And it's also faster. So, like, the run was cool because the final escape sequence was like this really hard trick, and it was really cool looking. Now it's like this super consistent thing that's not that cool. It's a lot less interesting to watch now, because if they get to Ganondorf, you're like, oh, well, they're gonna win. Yeah, this was discovered like last year, I think, or maybe this year. No, not this year. This year's not been that long. I probably found Siglemic through Score Hero. Because there's a few people from there who are into speedrunning now, so maybe they shared it. Like, BJW and Etiquette and Witwix. You were on Score Hero, what the heck? Did you use the forum? I want to log into my account so I can go read through my posts. I'm really curious what I said. 'Cause I remember you get like a forum avatar upgrade. Oh, you're Tagranef. Didn't you used to have that name in Twitch? I could have sworn you came to my stream forever ago. Oh. Yeah, I definitely know you. But I remembered you coming here before. I probably said a bunch of cringe stuff. I was in high school. I think you had an avatar. It was either an anime girl or a cat. I can't remember. That's how I recognize people, not their name, their avatar. It was a dragon? Oh, never mind then. Mine was Orin from Final Fantasy X. It was really depressing. I went there like a couple weeks ago. I was like, oh, I wonder what's going on. And it is beyond dead. Like the remains in the ground have all decayed. Like if you dug up the Score Hero grave, you would just only find dirt. It's so dead. It was cool. There's a thread on there called Life After Score Hero. I remember posting in it. I was talking about how I was going to grad school. There's a lot of big names that were posting in there. I think Smokey Prog was like, oh, I'm getting my PhD. Oh yeah, I saw that, because I was getting on there because somebody posted that in here, so I went to look. And I'm still first place on Soy Bomb. My claim to fame. The hardest song ever. Really sucks I had to delete all my Guitar Hero videos. Kinda wish I still had those. I mean, if I had hindsight, I would have downloaded them and stored them somewhere, but... I had to hurry and delete them, because I got DMCA struck by Tool. And I had 3 Tool videos on my channel, so I was like, and it talked about if you had 3 strikes, you get banned. So I was like, I need to act and fast. I have an entry in the Guinness Book of World Records Gaming Edition for Merciful Fate medley in Guitar Hero Metallica. The thing is, my score is not even first place. It's just the highest score that had a YouTube video. I didn't submit it. I don't know how it got there. Of course, now I don't have a video. I think all my pictures that I used to prove my scores on there are gone, because I used a site called PhotoBucket. I don't even know if that exists anymore. It would get your main channel flagged? Maybe. They're on the same Google account. I think 3's a better game, but 2's more fun to play, like... Oh my god. 2's more fun to play at, like, a high level, because... In 3, you can just kind of spam, and it'll say you hit everything. And you can't... You know, you have to be kind of accurate. In 2, you have to, like... be way more accurate. I also like the 2 set list, but I like 3 set list really well too. But it's like sure, you're like, oh, I beat Raining Blood. Wow. But what if you beat Raining Blood on Guitar Hero 2? That would be a way harder challenge. Dang it. Guitar Hero 1 sucks. It like has hammer-ons and pull-offs, but they're horrible. So like you just strum every single note. I was always really impressed by the people who got like full series FCs. Because you had to get good at like the modern engines, all the really hard stuff, but you also had to deal with Guitar Hero 1 and 2 and rocks the 80s. Well, plenty of songs are harder on Guitar Hero. Like, Before I Forget is like insane on Guitar Hero. Pretty sure on the real guitar it's pretty chill. The Guitar Hero 2 Explorer is bad for getting high scores on because it can't whammy optimally. The whammy bar had a defect. You may have been able to fix it with a mod. I can't remember. I got all my like best scores with the Guitar Hero World Tour guitar. What's the PB? I don't remember. This level's blurring together. You got a perfect score, like... Are you saying you full comboed it, or you got, like, the max points? And I can stream Guitar Hero. I've done it before. Ah. Parasite. What is that on? I don't even know what that song is. What is Parasite? Violin Villain? Dang it. Guitar Hero 2? What is Parasite? Are you sure? I genuinely can't remember this song. It's funny because those guitars are worth money now because people want to play Clone Hero and you can't just go to the store and buy an instrument, you know? You gotta find a used one. I hear like a scratching noise. I don't know if there's like a bird on the roof or what. Am I an unclear level from 2019? Yes, I am. Scary part. Cloud part. God. Parasite Guitar Hero 2. Oh, that's the song it played during the credits, I think. Oh, it's an Xbox 360 exclusive song. Isn't it? Where's this song at? Parasite. It was a bonus song. No, it's not. Yeah, it's one of the bonus songs. Where am I at? I'm ranked 19th on this song. It's just the whammy bar on it was delayed. I don't think anybody who had a higher score than you was a hacker. Are you familiar with squeezing? Where you abuse the timing window to get in extra notes under star power. And another concept called early whammy. So like when you hit a note in Guitar Hero, you don't have to be like frame perfect. There's some grace window of this many frames. You can hit it early or late. So if you're playing the game and you find the best spot to use your star power, like I'm using it on this note, well, you want to hit that note as late as the game will possibly let you. Because you don't have to be perfect, so you can abuse the grace window it gives you, you know, it gives you a little bit of leeway. Hit it as late as possible. And that's how you would start. And then right before your star power ended, you'd be like, oh, it ends here. Like, oh, but it ends just before I hit this note. Well, you could hit that note really early, because you don't have to, you can hit it a little bit early. That's called squeezing. Then there's another technique called early whammy, or whenever you whammy, if you whammy a note that's under a star power phrase, you gain star power for whammying it, but it just goes by the amount of time you've spent whammying that note. So if you hit that note really early, you can start the whammy earlier than expected, and it'll give you a little bit of extra star power. And you can do that on every single one of those notes. So sometimes you'll barely not get enough star power to be able to activate it, but with early whammy, it would give you the additional bit you needed. I am super duper excited for SGDQ. Clone Hero's fun. I'll go play it. Problem solved. Scary part. What? I didn't know you could do that. Oh my god, I'm getting so annoyed. How do I play hard levels and talk to chat at the same time? Guess the cat's out of the bag. This gameplay is pre-recorded. I'm not actually playing right now. I recorded a specific number of deaths in varying fashion to make it look legitimate, but it's not. The cat is loose, and this cat in particular has rabies, so you better look out. Very dangerous. Well, DDR does give you points for being on time, because you can get different note ratings. You get like, if you do it exactly right, you get a perfect. Like Guitar Hero doesn't have that, it's just you either hit the note or you didn't. The heck, that cat's not cute. I should just do that. That's faster and significantly easier. I wonder if I can... the issue is... I wonder if I, could get my account back on score here. The issue is I don't think it's linked to any email that I have access to. I don't think my current email existed back then. Maybe I'll message Toy Machine. Like, hey, how can I get back into my account? Guitar Flash? I played Frets on Fire. Guitar Hero on tour. Oh my god. Tee 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 tee.
One is still sealed. Should sell it for 10 quintillion Zimbabwean dollars.
Chat, do you think retro games that are in discs will go bad? Like corruption of data or something like that? Has there been any CD that's done that? Have we achieved that period of time? Why am I like this? And so if I keep my game collection till I'm like old and withering, and I'm like, sell these games, they might not have anything on them. Wii discs? What the heck? Why do CDs do that? Alright, now I'm happy to own a copy of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Because when I bought it, it was under 200. It was like, I don't even know if it was $150. And it just keeps going up and up and up and up. And so if Fire Emblem just keeps getting more popular, I'll be like, heh, I got the rare one. Dead. You have a copy? If you have the case and manual, it's like over $300. If you don't, I don't know what it's worth then. Quite a bit less. People don't want complete in box as much for cartridge games, but for disc games, having the complete thing is a lot more desired. Showed you all of her waifus. She could just play Get Her Love on the N64. This is from a creator that they had a level from July 13th, the date we're working on, and then he had like 4 more uncleared levels. Pretty sure Whoa Wah Wah was like, hey, Nintendo keeps deleting my levels. I'm over it. And he quit uploading stuff. I don't know, Nintendo always deleted his levels. Even like when Pooh famously got his level deleted. Whoa Wah Wah was earlier than that. Maybe he would like to use, what's it called? Maker Central or something? That, like, new Mario Maker server they have. God, what is wrong with me? Just do the right inputs, it's not hard. Yeah, open course world. I really hope that does, like, takes off. I'm afraid of, like, making a YouTube video about it or something, because I swear, people from Nintendo watch us. I don't want to be the one who gets it known and taken down. Because, like, Nintendo, they don't do anything about SMW hacks, but I feel like if people started making Mario Maker hacks, they would do something, because they would feel like it's hurting their bottom line. Okay, I just need to point out when I wall jump at that thwomp section, it plays Happy Birthday to you. I reset so you could hear it. Get ready, it's coming. Happy birthday to you. I haven't watched John Wick anything. God. God, I can't win. I haven't even gotten very far in like so long. Ay, ay, ay. Am I fatigued? I am. Happy birthday to you. You live in a zoo. $60 gigabytes of storage? That's not very much. What? Chat, I need to take a quick break, so I will be right back. It's going to play some ads, help support the stream. Feel free to take a break yourself. Yes, okay. No choke. Okay, I'll wait it out. Yes! Made it, baby. Let's go. Oh my god. Ugh! I just don't somehow die. I don't even know how that would happen. Just in case, little propeller check. Oh my god, that level was so cool. Saw some Mega Matrix. Nice. Alright, let's get it. Yes! Yatta, baby. Let's go. Make sure we activate these, because they're there for whatever reason. Team 0%, baby. Let's go. Hey, this is an Amelia level. Oh! Casper, you beat the new Mike T yet? Couldn't I ground pound that switch? What switch? Up goes the weasel. That one? No. Something breaks if you do that. I forget what. I think it's right here. How's everybody been gambling? Oh, I think you're right, actually. I think you're right, actually. I think you're right, actually. Dude says. Great amount of send to 1. Nope. Treasure Corn 1000. Nope. A good 127. Nope. Great amount of send to 1. Nope. You had a free win and you blew it. 57-1. Nope. Victory Ukraine 33. Nope. And 134. Nope. What the heck? Crazy Batman 721. Nope. RP's a veteran 420. Nope. Digicorp 1000. Nope. Crazy Batman 721. Nope. I'm Mark 721. Nope. Pick up in Terror 721. Nope. Corpse 721. Nope. Unlucky. The superior way to waste points. True. What in the world is happening? Why are there spaces in that clip name? I guess this does work. Ah. I don't know why I thought it broke the level. scary part. Come on, why? Why is this happening now? Just one out. I just want out. You learned something new today. Bailey, you're here. Bailey, you're visible on the camera. Bailey, you left. The king, the queen. Beep-a-deep, beep, beep, beep. Bailey's the doggy. And doggies are PogChamp. Chat, did anybody watch today's YouTube video? Or not today's, I guess it would have been Tuesday's YouTube video. I don't know what I was talking about, maybe I should watch it. I think I was talking about voting or an election or something. I saw an extremely unhinged comment. Alright, I have to hit that now. I genuinely couldn't tell if it was sarcasm, but they were like, you talking about the 2020 and blah blah, it was all stolen. Good to know Thab's on the right side of history. I need to watch it to see what the heck I was even saying. And how they came to that conclusion. No, not that comment. That was probably some, like, teenager, newly young adult who thought, I'm gonna be edgy, and it will be hilarious. I was proud of chat on that one. Literally nobody even acknowledged that guy's existence. Proud streamer moment. It wasn't me, somebody else said it. How are you reading mod logs? Here, I'll do a turn back there so that doesn't happen again. Cloud part. I definitely know what it's like to be edgy. God, I bonked. Are we getting pipe pictures? What are you talking about? I feel uncomfortable. Oh, the charity thing? There's only one pipe picture. I don't know. Maybe when I go back to the US, I'll do it. Oh, I need to hit this. There's one with a pipe, one with my car, and one... I don't know, maybe I'll just recreate the other two. I can't recreate the costume one unless I just buy a random pumpkin outfit. I guess I could do that. Something I need to do, because it was promised. Nice. Alright, we finally got far again. Okay, triple jump into wall jump. Just hold right. What? What was supposed to happen there? What did I do wrong? Oh my god, I don't know. That thwomp needed to die somehow? I mean, I got past that before. I don't know what I did wrong. It will feel... It will feel good. I think I made it to like 80 seconds left. I don't know how fast I was to guarantee that's progress through. And it's gotta be pretty darn close though, right? Keep forgetting I need to do that. GDQ's gonna be poppin', man. So excited. I think I need to set up a time to get hibachi. Why? What is wrong with me? Like, who does that? I don't even know how that came to be. Panga was something he said he wanted to get sushi, and I was like, I hate sushi. Then he brought up hibachi, because they also have sushi. I think he said I had to stop stealing his world records or something. Which, to be fair, I haven't done that in forever. I'm too addicted to uncleared levels. I didn't hit the switch. Oh my god. How many people are on the uncleared level task force? There's quite a bit. Trying to get Dan G to start doing it, but he won't. Dan G would be a good asset. I could send him all the horrible levels. Get in there, Casper. We need you. I like playing well-designed stuff, but I don't know. There's just something about playing hot trash. It feels good. There's still plenty of easy ones. It's just, I guess, less likely now to find an easy one than it used to be. And there's still like 50,000 left. That's so many. Yeah, I keep forgetting. 50,000 from 2019. Of course, I'm not helping. This level's from like 2 weeks ago. Which is cool. That means this guy might still play. Maybe he sees that I cleared his 2019 levels. When the list was first gathered, there were 233,000, I think. You guys see that post Nintendo made? They're doing some event in Seattle that's... I don't even know what it is. I just saw that they're going to have tournaments. I doubt that includes Mario Maker, though. Hello, it's me, Mario. It's you, Chris Pratt. Nice. Well, this game's not going to get any new content. There could be a Mario Maker 3 someday. Okay, that time it worked. I don't know what was different. Whatever. Alright, what was in here? I already forgot. Oh yeah, we go this way, and there's like that spike path we can go down. Oh god, I've never been here. Do I need that? What is that? Back in here? Yeah, this is a PB. What the heck's in here? What is going on? Whoa! Am I supposed to... What is happening? The fire flower won't be back. And that's gotta be so far in, right? Peaches, peaches. Yeah, that was really far in. Doomsday. Isn't that like really old level? No, I remembered, but I screwed up. All right. God, I have to go on YouTube and look up the Peaches song now. What are you doing? What is that? Hi. I swear the hardest part of these super long speedruns is just like not staying focused, like paying attention. Like there hasn't been one thing in this level that's like super technical. Maybe that jump with the sideways spring and the saw. And that's like it. It's just, I keep dying to like... I mean, a lot of times I die because I get to new stuff and I don't know what's coming. Yeah, like playing Through the Fire and Flames on easy. Wonder if I could recreate Dr. Cliche level in this game. If that would still work. Wow, that was sloppy. Okay, sure. Cloud part. Rock Band got a new Linkin Park song. Hey, we were talking about Score Hero earlier. I was saying how I got on the forum and it was unbelievably dead. It made me sad. I don't know if that thwomp part is jank or what. So weird. But we're back here. Oh god, what was through the key door? I don't remember. I don't have any clue. Oh, right, this. Is that shell supposed to get...
Oh.
Oh my god. I want the nightmare to end. I love NSMD levels. This level's fun, it's just frustrating because it's so long. It gets really cold at night. It gets up in the 20s during the day. It says right now it's 19 degrees. Why? Chat, tomorrow's gonna be great. We're gonna beat Custom Robo and pick a new game, and it's gonna be bad. And all the people who say, oh, I wish Custom Robo was over, will be like, I miss Custom Robo. Mike Piazza Strike Zone, I'm calling it. I mean, the post-game is definitely dragged on quite a bit. You don't even fight new people, really. You're fighting the same characters over and over. It's adding a decent bit to the story, but it's not as good as the main storyline, I think. But it really is fun. I'd recommend trying one of them out. It controls so well. It is multiplayer, yeah. So battling against another person would probably be really cool. I guess if you were on the same skill level. One person was awesome and the other sucked, then may feel fun for the awesome player. Like, I used to pub stomp people in Gears 2. I had a lot of fun. Physics probably liked that Itoi Shigesato game. Hello, Blitzer Kenny. Oh, why is that block there? Oh, come on, dude. I'm so over this level. Level's making me sleepy, which is making it harder to beat. Which is making me sleepy. I didn't know Shoujo played this game. Drink a coffee? Nah. Does Shoujo play this still ever? Played it yesterday, what the heck? It's so poggers. I only have 2 coffees per day. Like if I have a third, it would probably give me a huge boost, but I don't want to get to where 2 coffees aren't enough. I don't want caffeine dependence or whatever. Eight? What the heck? I didn't even crouch jump. It's annoying that your body develops tolerance to caffeine. Like, just like, let the first coffee act like it did the first time I had coffee. Come on. What's up with that? They don't mean drinking it. They have to have somebody pour a cup of boiling coffee on them to wake up. But yes, that does sound awful. Would be horrible for other things? I don't know, would it? I actually had a blue Gatorade here the other day. Maybe it was yesterday. It tastes significantly different than the US. Poor Orator at GDQ, he's gonna be so sleepy. I had my first cup of coffee because I genuinely just fell asleep at work. I was like, well, this isn't good. I'll probably get in trouble for that. Only something could prevent this. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. What's the verdict, Brigitte?
Oh.
Have you confirmed that this thwomp is jank? Because I have. We might have to beat this level along with Custom Robo tomorrow. A good highlight. I haven't added a highlight to the thing in ages. It's not just us now, Dak. The English are here too. Ichthyomorphism. I haven't seen you in like 37 years. One thing about your stream growing is, I used to remember like every single one of my viewers. Now there's no chance I could do that. I don't even remember all my subs. I had some people who subbed for like years, and I'm like, who the heck is that guy? Yeah, I remember everybody who used to be here back in the day. And I can't like list them, but if I saw the name, I would know. I suck at the game. Alright, chat. Last attempt. Even if it dies right here. This is actually the last attempt. I've been staving off an ad break. Twitch will let me delay it no longer. So I say I'll just end the stream then. How about that? Plus it's time to end the stream anyway. Didn't see me eat, I ate in secret. Didn't even know it happened. God, what was that? It like stopped my movement. It was so weird. Good, I might. Rise up lights. Don't eat dinner after the year 1400. The heck was that? We got past the jank swamp. It's so long. Wait, which way? This way. What do I do? No, it wasn't this way. No! That was the wrong way. Oh man, I screwed up. Dang it. What was left? That would have taken me to the key door at the very beginning. And there's still some stuff left after that. Quite a bit left. Star run, wall jump, pals, wall jump, ground pound. It's pretty close to the end. But chat, we're gonna have to end there. We'll probably beat this tomorrow. No, it's a 360-second speedrun. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, finishing Custom Robo V2 and drawing the next game. Thanks for hanging out. I will host somebody. I will host Majin Phil. He's doing a rental rando in Pokemon Stadium. It's where it randomizes the Pokemon you get to use, and it's really hard. But thanks for watching. I appreciate it. See you next time.